Do you ever lie in bed at night physically exhausted, but your mind just won't shut off? Maybe it's racing with random thoughts, stressful what-if scenarios, or my favorite, replaying things from the past. You're tired, but at the same time you feel wired, or you feel on edge, restless, or just like your body refuses to relax. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. This kind of nighttime anxiety is super common. I personally dealt with anxiety at night for over 16 years, and I had no idea at the time that what I was experiencing was even anxiety. All I knew was that nighttime felt stressful, and I would dread it because I just knew I wouldn't be able to fall asleep easily. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. I'm Meredith Louden. I used to have insomnia, and now I'm a sleep coach, and I help people all over the world overcome chronic insomnia naturally without sleep aids, without supplements, or without anything that adds more stress to the process. In this video, I'm going to walk you through why anxiety tends to get worse at night, how it connects to your sleep struggles, and most importantly, what you can do about it. So let's start with why this happens. Why does anxiety get worse at night? When your day is busy and full of distractions, your brain doesn't have a chance to process everything that you're thinking and feeling. So the second that your head hits the pillow and the external world goes quiet, your internal world gets really loud. All of the things that you've been suppressing or pushing aside during the day, thoughts about work, relationships, your to-do list, even existential worries, that was me, all of that rises to the surface. And your brain thinks that it's helping you by processing all of this at night, but what it's really doing is triggering your stress response. And the problem is, if your body is in a stress response, fight or flight mode, sleep just isn't going to happen because your brain is designed to keep you awake if it thinks that you're in danger. Your brain is always trying to protect you, and it's just been interpreting anything that feels unresolved or emotionally triggering as a sign of danger, even if logically you know that you're safe. So if you're dealing with anxiety at night, your brain is misinterpreting nighttime as unsafe, which keeps your stress response turned on, and that blocks the release of melatonin, which is the hormone that makes you fall asleep. So the first thing that I highly recommend you do is this: don't try to force sleep. Focus on feeling safe instead. One of the most common mistakes people make is trying to force sleep. But sleep is a passive process. You can't make it happen. All you can do is create the right internal and external conditions for your brain to feel safe enough to fall asleep. So instead of trying harder to sleep, focus on helping your nervous system feel calm. That might mean pausing to say to yourself, I'm safe. My day is done. There's nothing that I need to solve right now. It sounds simple, but your subconscious mind needs reminders like this. You have to intentionally communicate with your survival mind and let it know that it's okay to relax and let go. And the less pressure you put on yourself to sleep, the faster sleep will come. My second tip is to speak to your anxiety. This is something I teach my coaching clients, and yeah, it might sound a little bit weird at first, but it works. When anxiety starts spinning in your mind at night, instead of resisting it or getting frustrated, try thanking it. Say something like, "Thank you, anxiety, for trying to protect me. I know you're just doing your job, but I'm safe now and you can rest too." By doing this, you're no longer fighting your anxiety. You're reclaiming your power and teaching your brain that it no longer needs to be on high alert at night. It might sound overly simple, but this is how you can start reprogramming your nervous system to feel safe at night again. My next tip is to wind down slowly. It's really hard to go from being busy all day, adrenaline pumping, to turning off the lights and closing your eyes and expecting to fall asleep right away. If your days are jam-packed and you're go right up until bedtime, it's going to be very hard for your brain to switch from being alert to being relaxed. That's like slamming the brakes at 100 miles an hour and expecting the car to stop instantly. Your brain needs a buffer zone. So in the 1 to 2 hours before bed, give yourself a gentle wind down routine. This doesn't have to be fancy, just something that slows you down. Journaling, reading, meditating, stretching, I don't know, even doing your skincare routine with a little bit more intention can make a big difference. The goal is to gradually shift your brain waves from high beta, which is alert, into the relaxed alpha brainwave so that you naturally drift to sleep when you close your eyes. If this video resonated with you and you want to go deeper into this process, I created a free masterclass that walks you through how to retrain your brain to sleep naturally without battling anxiety every night. In the class, I dive into the 3 biggest mistakes that are keeping you stuck and the strategy that I use to overcome my own 16 years of insomnia. So I'll link that in the description below. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Do you deal with anxiety at night? What tends to pop into your mind when you're trying to sleep? Sharing your experience helps others feel way less alone, and it helps this video reach more people who need it. You still have the natural ability to sleep, and you're so much more powerful than you think.